Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Conversations. I'm Courtney Kristan. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Organizations with the Student Life and Campus Community. And with us today, I have Emily Wheeler, who's the Study Abroad Coordinator with the Office of Global Education. She's here today to tell us what her program offers and why CU Denver students should look into studying abroad. Emily, I'd love for you to start by telling us a little bit about yourself and where you went to college and studied abroad yourself.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Emily Wheeler. Like Courtney said, I am a study abroad coordinator here in the Office of Global Education. I myself completed my bachelor's degree in international business with minors in Spanish and Latin American studies at Missouri State University, little town called Springfield in Missouri, if anybody knows where that is. But during my undergraduate degree, I spent a semester studying abroad in Costa Rica. I went to study Spanish mostly, took a history class and a literature class as well. But my time in Costa Rica completely changed my life, changed my career path, and it really influenced my decision to go on and pursue my master's degree in global studies, otherwise known as political science. And that then led me to pursue a summer abroad in Peru where I taught English.
Okay, so you've had experience studying abroad and it completely shifted your life, and it's one of the reasons why you are so passionate about getting our CU Denver students to study abroad as well.
Exactly.
Awesome. If you could tell me a little bit more about what the Office of Global Education does and the programs they offer.
Yeah, so the Office of Global Education is here to connect CU Denver students with a wide range of international study opportunities to help students globalize their academic and professional future. So we are here to support students throughout every step of the process, from finding a program that will fit into their degree plan to seeking out scholarships, helping with study abroad applications, and so much more.
Awesome. And why should a student take advantage of studying abroad?
Yeah, there are so many reasons. Two big reasons. 90% of students who study abroad secure a job within 6 months of graduation, and 41% of employers consider offering higher salaries to study abroad alum. And studying abroad allows you to gain so many valuable job skills that you really just can't learn sitting in a classroom in Denver. You gain things like adaptability, independence. You learn about intercultural communication, problem solving. Tons of buzzwords that I could throw out, but from my personal experience, if I didn't study abroad, I truly don't know what I would talk about in a job interview. That's really all I talk about was my entire experience in Costa Rica and even in Peru. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So studying abroad isn't a vacation. It's something you can only do during your time in college. So now is the time to take advantage of it. And it will just really help you grow personally, professionally, and academically.
So it sounds like it's a really impactful experience that gives you those real life skills that you're not necessarily getting in the classroom.
Right.
So you're actually out of your comfort zone, developing, working with different people, meeting new people, and it gives you those answers to questions in interviews of when have you ever felt uncomfortable, or what has it been like working with people different than you? How have you gone out of your way to make sure you have diverse experiences? Yep. Sounds like it'd be really helpful in interviews. So what are some different ways that students can study abroad here at CU Denver?
Yes, there are so many different ways. So, most students think about that traditional semester abroad experience, but at CU Denver, we have options for everyone. And the most popular option is actually what we call global study programs. So these are short-term programs, usually around 2 weeks in length, and they go over summer or winter break. And on these programs, you go with a CU Denver faculty who's going to teach the course on the ground and a group of CU Denver students. And in that short 2 to 3 week period, you can earn 3 or 6 credit hours. And we have more than 30 options each year that go between winter and summer. And there are options in every single college on campus. So if you're looking for something more than 2 weeks, if you want a longer experience, we have a semester in Berlin for political science students, a semester in Beijing that really focuses mostly for College of Liberal Arts and Science students, communication, econ, also offers political science. And then we have 2 new semesters in Malaysia and Singapore for College of Arts and Media students. And if you want to do a semester in a country that I didn't mention, like I said myself, I went to Costa Rica, or if you want to go to England, Korea, Argentina, wherever it may be, you can study with one of our third-party providers. We work with organizations all around the world that basically allow you to just enroll in a university abroad and take classes from that university and transfer the credit back to CU Denver. So tons of different options varying between 2 weeks and 1 year in length, and for anything you could possibly want to study.
That's great. So we've got some set programs here that people can sign up for. But then if there's a particular place that a student wanted to go or a university they wanted to participate in, there is options for that through this third-party relationship.
Right. Yes.
Right. Studying abroad for so many students, I know for me as an undergrad, it felt this way too. It can seem really financially overwhelming. Is it really that accessible to any of our students?
Yeah, we like to think that studying abroad is within the reach of every CU Denver student. And I always tell students, studying abroad does not have to be expensive. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. For myself personally, money was definitely a barrier, but I always tell people about my specific experience. So my semester in Costa Rica, which included tuition, so 15 credit hours of tuition, housing, meals, excursions, everything I did was only $8,000, which is actually cheaper than being in Denver for a semester. So studying abroad can be expensive. There are programs that are more expensive, but we can definitely find you a semester abroad program that's going to be right around the same price as being here in Denver. And then short-term programs really vary in price. They can be between $4,000 and $5,000, but again, that includes everything you're going to be doing, including the tuition. Students are also able to use CU Denver financial aid. That includes loans and scholarships. And then there's so many more scholarships out there. So the business school offers the Reynolds Fund, which gives business students $2,500. Visual arts offers scholarships. Our office has $500 scholarships at the moment, hoping it goes up soon. And there's also national awards that our students are getting every single semester. So a really popular one is the Gilman Scholarship. It can be up to $5,000 for a semester if you're a Pell Grant recipient. And so overall, yes, studying abroad seems expensive, but once you meet with somebody in the Office of Global Education and we chat about it and we tell you about scholarship opportunities, you're going to see awards coming in, whether it's national scholarships, scholarships from colleagues across campus, whatever it may be. There is money out there to help support your study abroad experience.
Great. So students should not let the financial barriers prevent them from checking in with your office and seeing what their options are to be able to study abroad. What are some of the other eligibility requirements for studying abroad?
Our eligibility requirements are super flexible. So most programs require a 2.5 GPA. Some do require higher GPAs if you want to go to some really prestigious universities like, say, Oxford or Yonsei University in Korea. Some might require a 3.2, a 3.3. But for most programs, the average program is going to have a 2.5 GPA requirement. If you don't have a 2.5 GPA, don't worry about it. Just come chat with us. There are appeal processes and we're more than happy to work with you. And we also just expanded our global study options, so those short-term programs, to be available to first-year students. So our main requirement is that you are a CU Denver student, and that's it.
Okay, sounds good. So if you have any interest as students in studying abroad, go ahead to Office of Global Education and see what they can make happen with what you're looking for. So when students are interested and they want to start looking into programs, what are some programs and deadlines that are approaching that students should keep on their radar?
Yeah, so if you are thinking about studying abroad in 2022, next summer, so summer 2022, those applications will be due on March 1st for most of the programs. And the application process is super simple. So you could start the application now, you could start it in February, whenever works for you. And if you're thinking about fall 2022, now is the time to come chat with us. It requires a little more thought and effort to study abroad for a semester. A little more planning goes into that. So come chat with us now. But typically applications are just due the semester before you want to go. So the big upcoming deadline is March 1st for next summer.
Sounds good. All right, Emily, wrapping us up with our second to last question. What made you want to work for this office?
Yeah, the cliche answer is that, studying abroad completely changed my life in every single aspect, from the places I saw, the people I met, the food I ate. I mean, I had some of the best food of my life that I still think about every single day. And it made me realize the importance of just intercultural understanding, seeing the world, learning new things, that yes, the world is a big place, but it's much smaller than you think it is. I being abroad made me realize I want to help students have that same experience that I did. Many students think that studying abroad is similar to a vacation, but it's such a unique experience, and being able to portray my experience and share it with students, and hopefully they have the same experience when they go abroad, and just letting students know of the lasting impact that it's going to have and how much it's just going to help advance their career goals.
Great. All right, so if a student wanted to connect with someone in your office, what's the best method?
If you would like to meet with someone in OGE, you can schedule an appointment with us on our website. There is a little link at the top that says make an appointment. There's several of us to chat with about whatever you may be interested in. There's specific appointment types. So if you want to chat about scholarships, or if you want to chat about semester in Beijing, whatever your interests are, you can pick a certain type of appointment. Alternatively, if you just want some general info, feel free to drop into Links Connect between 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and we have peer advisors available to chat with you.
Sounds great. Well, that wraps us up for today, Emily. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell our students about your programs. Students, if you have been thinking about studying abroad and you're on the fence, consider this now your catalyst to schedule a meeting with OGE and actually make that happen and make some moves. If you've never thought about it before, think about this also as an opportunity for you to meet with OGE and see what other options are, especially if the financial commitment is overwhelming. Because I know that's certainly something that would put me on pause from looking into this further. So check out the Office of Global Education, and they are here for you for your study abroad needs.